Hello, welcome back to Canadian Man, or if you're new, just welcome. This is episode 2 of What If Civilization Started Over. I did buy a new mic, so the audio should be better than last time. Now, I'm going to give a quick recap before we start. Now, we start off with Red Civilization that started at a river that Kuwait and Iraq would be in. And now, they move north to find the rich forest area on the Tigris River, I think it's called. And later, a group of people who didn't like the Red Civilization moved north to found the nation called Blue Civilization. That is on the Caspian Sea. They found it on the Caspian Sea. So later, after the death of Red's king, he leaves his son in power. He does a terrible job causing a civil war that forms Brown Civilization, and Blue helps get Brown Civilization's independence. At the same time, Blue kicks some prisoners out of the country, which forms its own country, now known as Green Civilization, and that leads us to now. Also, for you to know, the gray area around the map is undiscovered land, and the white area is discovered land. And also, the yellow dots are capitals. And every color is a different nation. Okay, let's start. Okay, so this is what the map looks like up close. And just want you to guys see a good look of what we see before we start changing things. Now, I'm going to tell you what every civilization changed in this one. So, Green Civilization discovers Crimea and also does stretch its borders by about twice its size. Blue Civilization's main goal is to discover focus their entire civilization all around the Caspian Sea. Brown Civilization, his main goal is to completely take over Red Civilization. So their tensions are extremely high, but Red Civilization has a new king because they overthrew their last king. And it's his brother, which his brother's way better and is very focused on military. And that's the only reason why Brown hasn't invaded Red, because they know how strong Red's gotten. Also, Reds has sent explorers all the way down to Oman's area. They've almost discovered almost all of the EU's area. And also, the last thing is that Red Civilization moved its capital because Brown just conquered or colonized the area, almost like it's circling. So Red Civilization is like, no way, not a chance. So they moved their capital down south, which is Orange Civilization, which Green sent people to colonize. And now Blue Civilization is really close to taking all of Caspian Sea. And Brown Civilization and Blue Civilization have been fighting for land, so now they're really tense. And Red has rebuilt and reformed its colony down by the EU. And also, just for you to know, Green Civilization is the only one to really use boats. And that's why it has created its first colony or first civilization. So, but this was the first time that we had a massive change in the border. Now, Blue civilization sent an expedition out to near where the Mediterranean is, which they found the sea, which now they're happy, and now that's the way they want to go. So, and also because they found another civilization which made to the top of the Caspian Sea before they can get it all. So now they're really pissed at them. And green and orange have connected, and they're happy about that. But the big thing with this update is that red and brown guards at the border, someone got shot, and a big conflict erupted. So now they're at war. So brown and red are at war. Red wants blue to join, but blue refuses because they have their own problems. And that will be the biggest update for now. Okay, so with the red-brown war, brown is really close to capturing red's original capital, but red did capture a whole bunch of brown area that was worthless. Blue starts moving towards the Mediterranean, and they also discover Africa, and they find the Nile River, or they see the Nile River, but they haven't quite got to it yet. And now blue declares war on light blue to try to get all the Caspian Sea. And yeah, look at the the brown-red war. This got to this. Now, brown does encircle where the old capital was, and now puts them in siege. Red pushes and is supplying it through boats, which they have civilian boats, which they're taking from the civilians so they can supply their capital, or supply their old capital. So, and also instead of trying to save their other capital, their main goal is to try to get to Brown's capital. So, not quite that. They push, but red and brown don't actually want war. So they decide to sign white peace, which means that they just stop fighting. Maybe a small change in the border. So they decide that the next border would look like this. And that's how it looked like. Light blue war with dark blue. It's also pretty quick. Light blue is a weak nation. It was just formed, so it was pretty quick. Blue takes the coast and just simply threatens blue. And blue is encircled. Blue's capital is encircled. Then, as soon as that blue makes an offer, so peace can be settled, that Caspian Sea would be entirely circled by dark blue, but light blue can exist outside of it. So the treaty would look like this. And light blue is pissed, but they had no other option but to accept, because the agreement could be worse. So they quickly accept that. Now this is the world it looks like right now. So just gonna quickly tell you what it is. So orange expands a little bit more. It's not by much. Green doesn't change. Blue sends settlers over to the Nile River, which they settle. So a new nation, pink civilization, now exists. And now brown civilization's capital is getting really squeezed in there, so brown civilization is really thinking about switching or moving their capital. Red civilization is focusing more south. And light blue civilization has asked blue civilization if there was any lakes nearby, which they did say there was. And they point them to these lakes over here, which that's where now they're heading there now. And that will be it. I do hope you enjoyed this video though. So if you really did enjoy, please like and subscribe. And if you guys want to comment, you guys can comment what I should change, and that could influence what I do. And yeah, thanks for watching.